impact that Pixar has on all humans. It's really kind of amazing to think about.
I've been watching Pixar my entire life.
Within this sort of treasure chest you put memories of your childhood in, Pixar films loom pretty large.
To this day. They're incredibly entertaining and deep, and there's so much meaning behind them. You know, watching Turning Red.
Besties, assemble!
It really resonated with me.
This is grade 8. I don't got time to mess around.
The challenge we always set for ourselves at Pixar is we want it to feel like our films are grounded in stories that are specific and unique, but also universal.
What's going on, honey?
I'm a gross red monster!
The goal is to have it be based in personal experience, and I don't know if Domee has come clean, but it's a little autobiographical, this story.
The inspiration behind Turning Red comes from my own life growing up as a dorky Chinese-Canadian girl in Toronto, Canada. It really taps into that awkward, cringy time in all of our lives when we were 13, when everything in our lives were changing.
Whoa, what is that? Some of the craziest moments in the film are based on things that have happened to Domee.
Report you for trespassing!
It's Mommy!
Except, of course, for the giant furry red panda.
I think Turning Red is universal. It's about finding your own voice and then accepting your own voice.
We're bringing something new and different while also keeping with the Pixar tradition of great stories and great characters.
My whole life I've been perfect little mermaid. But maybe I like this new me.
This film is set in 2002 Toronto. Think bright pastels and scrunchies, graphic tees, and bucket hats.
May is our spunky 13-year-old protagonist, nerd and proud of it.
I equals -4. She has to balance family life, social life, friends life, and school life. This is grade 8. I don't got time to mess around.
May's semi-based off of myself and my ride or die dork squad.
Right.
And she is the apple of her mom's eye. They are basically joined at the hip.
Give me 5.
Yeah.
I play the character of Ming, who is May's mom. Ming is a little, I would say, hypervigilant, but loves her daughter deeply.
Everything changes for May when she wakes up one morning and she's a giant 8-foot-tall furry red panda.
This isn't happening.
She's feeling like this is the worst thing ever. Her friends are right there to be like, it's not the worst thing ever.
I'm a furry digging time bomb
Of awesomeness! And now you can come with us to Fort Town!
I'm never gonna let you cry. Oh, cry. Don't cry.
Fort Town are the world's greatest boy band. May's first crush, her mom would not approve.
Why are they called Fort Town if there are 5 of them?
When we got approached about this project, we leapt at the opportunity.
It's literally been the most fun we've had writing.
From the music, the animation, the characters, and then the story itself, it's a very specific vision coming from Domee.
What makes Turning Red so universal is that it really taps into that awkward time in all of our lives.
I'm finally figuring out who I am.
Everyone goes through it, and you will survive and thrive.
Hi, my name is Domee Shi, and I am the director of Disney and Pixar's Turning Red. Let's get to know some of the amazing people that helped bring this movie to life.
Yes!
So the character I related to most on Turning Red was May Lee.
May Lee.
Gotta be May.
I love you, May.
You're our girl.
She's just this amazing, energetic, awkward, and really likable character.
I just remember myself hitting puberty at that time and just feeling such a wide range of emotions and just feeling like I have another self trying to break free.
I was exactly like her when I was 13. I was dorky, but I didn't know it. I was confident, and I was a proud mama's girl, just like she was.
Probably Ming, the mom. I know what it feels like to have kids going through puberty and that
sad moment where you're like, oh no, they're not my little kid anymore. They're turning into their own person.
In my 20s, I would say definitely Abby. I was definitely, we gotta do this, we gotta do it right. No, it was intense. But then when you get to your 40s, you're like Priya. You're like, it's gonna be okay, don't worry about it.
One of the things I'm most proud of is how I got to help everyone find the unique look of the film.
We tried something different and that it's very stylized.
The gorgeous color palette. You know, we were really going for that dreamy, teenage, vaporwave, fever dream. And so we added a lot of pastel blues and raspberry pinks.
I'm also proud to have been part of the decision to kind of reach out to Billy and Phineas to do our Four Town songs.
One personal contribution that I'm pretty proud of is repping nerdy girls, which when you watch the movie, there's just so many moments that I just plucked from my own personal experience and memory of just being this nerdy, passionate girl drawing boys and mermen in my sketchbook secretly under my bed, or my favorite boy band members. All of that is in the movie, and it makes me cringe, but I'm also very proud of its inclusion.
Domee Shi is an absolute brilliant mind, and collaborating with her as a director on our first film was such a joy.
Collaborating with Domee on her first feature film was kind of a dream come true. I mean, not only is she kind of an amazing storyteller with such a unique voice and a vision, but it's also getting to work for the first time with our first solo female director, which, you know, that's huge.
She has a quirky sensibility and a really amazing design sense. And that was an amazing experience for any animator, for a director to know exactly what she wanted.
She is the most fearless, most decisive director that I have ever worked with. And so to be able to collaborate her on a feature film was just kind of a dream come true. I would do anything with and for Domee now and in the future.
Collaborating with all the talented people at Pixar was just an amazing experience. Being able to work with these super talented artists and animators, they were able to take this small idea that I had and just take it so much further than where I could have imagined it going. And it was just really, really fun and amazing. A woman in animation who has inspired me and made a huge impact on my life is Rumiko Takahashi. She is an amazingly talented Japanese comic artist, created many, many hits, including Ranma Half and Inuyasha, which are animes that I grew up watching. And I just love not only her raw talent in drawing these really funny but exciting and romantic stories, but also that she kind of gave hope for me as a nerdy 13-year-old Asian kid living in Canada that I could draw for a living and thrive.
So one woman who has inspired me and had an impact on my life is Danielle Feinberg. Not only is she ridiculously smart, but she has this energy that everyone is attracted to. She listens, she has a big heart, but she also is not afraid to take on anything. And that's really inspirational when at times it can feel like it's kind of against all odds when you're the minority in a room or in a meeting. She forges forward, and I find that very inspirational.
A woman in my field who has made a massive impact on my life is someone named Sharon Callahan, who has directed the lighting in a bunch of Pixar films and taught me everything I know about lighting, but also took me under her wing and kind of guided me through my career over time.
Women that have inspired me in my job are actually women that I'm working with all the time at Pixar. I feel like I'm surrounded by these incredibly impressive women. So I feel like I have a really lucky situation where I can just look around, call, text, scream down the hall, and amazing women are right there for me to look to for advice in any kind of given situation.
A woman in my creative field that have had just a tremendous influence over me is my mentor, Mary Coleman. She is so empowering, so kind, and I feel like her life goal really is to uplift young women into the role and the women that they were meant to grow into. And coming into this role as a production designer on Turning Red, I really just wanted to be like her. So yeah, she's my role model.
I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes look at Turning Red, which was Pixar's Turning Red. And it's just kind of interesting because this is a movie that could be in theaters, but is for some reason it's not in theaters. And Pixar's Encanto was in theaters, and last Pixar film released was Luca, and that was released in Disney Plus as well, and which is kind of strange because that was a phenomenal film on its own. Most Pixar films touch on the basis of human emotions, which is amazing because a lot of children films don't do that, and they don't teach the basis of human emotions to children, and that's very, very important. And if you're interested in 3D and all that kind of stuff, I do work with that a little bit here on this channel. If you want to learn some beginner stuff, I have a lot of beginner stuff here on this channel, and I'm really excited for this film. Are you excited for this film? Let me know down in the comments down below. And we're also celebrating Women's Month this month, so go ahead down the comments down below and celebrate your mom, sisters, celebrating my wife, my mom and my sister, my grandmother, my little cousin. I have so many women in my family, strong female figures in my family, so I highly recommend going on the comments down below, put down your strong female figure in your family, as well as are you going to check out Turning Red like me and my family are going to check out, and which is your favorite Pixar movie? Go ahead and comment that down below as well. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and check out these videos as well. I have a playlist here for 3D enthusiast, anybody interested in animation, and I have more on-set stuff, including the Batman. As you can see, I still have some of the stuff up from last week. So I'll see you here next time. Later.